Well, it's October. You know what that means. It's time for Cap's Recap, my monthly channel update series. First order of business, links down below if you would like to become a patron or a YouTube member. As always, these are greatly appreciated, but are in no way expected or required for anything on my channel. And any total, or rather like the cumulative amount I make on both platforms will count towards any Patreon goal I have. So we're currently at $20 a month. Once we reach 25, I will be doing food videos, like Cooking with Cap, where I just cook recipes I know, find on the internet, or video game based recipes, weird food taste tests and whatnot, and even cooking streams where patrons and members can select an ingredient each, and I try to make something decent out of those ingredients. Don't know how long the shelf life of that would be, but wouldn't hurt to try it at least once. And yeah, these food videos will be at least once a month. We're also nearing when patrons and members can select games for me to play for the new year. I usually open up the suggestion period like mid-November or early December. So, yeah. TLDR, every YouTube member and patron will be able to select 3 games of their choosing for me to play in the new year. And like if the number of suggestions is over 12, then there will be like a little voting period to narrow down the things. Otherwise, if there are 12 or less, then I will be playing each one of them in the new year, like shooting for maybe like one a month. So yeah, fun times coming up on Patreon and the YouTubes. Woo! But yeah, as I said though, like memberships and pledges are always appreciated, but not required for my channel. Yeah, with that out the way, next order of business. It's October, which means it's Halloween month. Woo! So I will be doing Spooktober streams all throughout the month. I also kind of forgot that October had the launch dates for Metroid Dread and Jackbox Party Pack 8. So yeah, I was tempted to just forego this whole thing, but nope, I shall be continuing along with the plan. So each week will just be devoted to various different kinds of spooky games. So the first week of October will be Metroid games to build up to Metroid Dread. It looks creepy. Not to mention Metroid Fusion is, in my opinion, one of the best horror games you can play. Seriously, I do consider it a horror game. And then Metroid Other M is scary for various other reasons. And so yeah, and then that Friday will be Metroid Dread. Woo! The second week of October will be devoted to indie games. And yeah, I got some interesting things planned for that week. The third week of October will be, I mean, I guess 2 of these are considered indie games, but like to a larger scale than the like game maker ones I have planned for the second week. Like these actually have a budget behind them, and one of the games isn't quite like a AAA title, but is, I don't know, I guess you could just say it's like a mid-tier release on a console. Didn't really have too much of a marketing machine behind it, but it's not an indie game. So yeah, just gonna keep those secret. I like having surprises, in case you couldn't tell on my channel and previous channel updates. And then the final week of October will be a special week indeed. But I need to figure out what days I'm going to be doing stuff on, because I'm going to be doing Devotion, which is the well, I mean, it's not a sequel to Detention, but it's the second game made by Red Candle Games, and it's finally playable after Steam and GOG proved that they were fucking cowards. So, yeah, gonna be playing Devotion. Woo! There will also be a movie night. Yeah! With scary movies. It's not gonna be anything like, you know, uber gore or anything. Like, at most, I think, like, the highest rated thing that I'm gonna let patrons vote on will be like PG-13, if that. But yeah, just think along the lines of Nightmare Before Christmas, 9, Coraline, Monster House, even though Monster House is kind of, it was alright. But yeah, I'm gonna pick a spooky-ish movie and let not patrons, but just the Discord vote on another movie. And yeah, it'll be a movie night where we watch both those spooky movies. And then also that final week of October will be a big multiplayer event with spooky stuff. I'm doing that to forego a like Halloween marathon stream like I did last year. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And I'm letting the Discord vote on what games they would like to play. Still narrowing things down currently, but yeah, throughout the month we're just like, I'm gonna work on getting like a finalized list of games we'll play, and I'll select a day that works best for people. If push comes to shove, I'll make it like a 2-day event where like some games will be on one day and other games will be on another day, just to better accommodate people's schedules, because I know people are busy, and since, I mean, we're still in a pandemic, but things are beginning to lift up a little. So, you know, people might have plans for Halloween weekend, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, games, like I said, we're still trying to narrow things down a bit, but just to give you an idea of like what kind of games will be there, it's like Among Us, Phasmophobia, Left 4 Dead, Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th. Like, if it's a game that's not free or relatively cheap, I would like to keep it like under like $20 or under, just to make it affordable for people who might not have a particular game but would want to participate in said event. So yeah, we'll just be working through the month to finalize all of that, and then we can look forward to that on Halloween weekend or beforehand, depending on people's availability. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best. So yeah, that kind of covers everything I'll be streaming this month. I know some streams, like the game I have intended for said stream, might end a little early. So if that ends up happening, I'll probably switch to like Psychonauts or Hades. I need to finish up Psychonauts. You know, Hades is just a fun game to go back to occasionally. I guess there's also Octopath, but I need to grind some more in that game. Man, I don't mind grinding, but it's kind of rough when you're in areas where it's like you either get very little experience or every random encounter is damn near a boss fight. But I'm rambling now. As for videos, for the currently ongoing things, well, as of recording this, Devil's Third and Rock of Ages 3 are about to end, and I just started up Colony Wars Vengeance, the final patron selected game for this year. And Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal will just be continuing on like until it's done. So yeah, with Devil's Third ending, I will be playing a spooky game, well, spooky-ish game. It has its spooky moments, both in terms of story, setting, atmosphere, and some of the technical limitations of it. Deadly Premonition 2, which I started up last year and kind of like stopped. But yeah, that'll be continuing, and I will actually beat it. And once Ratchet and Clank is over, I'll be starting up Fear. F-E-A-R. I like to do 2 spooky LPs every year. I mean, I kind of fell off with that last year, but details. And, yeah. I know I still got some, not Resident Evil. Even though Resident Evil is fun, but I have some ideas for a few of the games in that series. But, Silent Hill and Fatal Frame, like, I mean, I'm going to be entering the non-Team Silent Hill games in Silent Hill, which I've heard good things about some of them still, but it's like the last one that was kind of ugh. And I only have 2 Fatal Frame games left. So, you know, I don't want to go through all of those immediately. Kind of like what I ended up doing when I did the Crash and Spyro games way back when. Just did them one after another, and it's like, oh, well, now what do I do? So, yeah, just taking a break from those standard survival horror games, you know, from the big 3, and just doing Deadly Prem 2 and Fear. I'll probably end up doing, like, Fatal Frame 4? Yeah, which was never released in the US, but there is a English patch of it floating around, as well as the next Silent Hill game next year. Give you something to look forward to. Yeah. That's pretty much it for that. Colony Wars, I don't anticipate going the entire month. So when that's winding down, or I think it's winding down, I don't know. It kind of has multiple endings, so I don't know when it will wind down. But at some point, I'll probably hold a poll for a Fire Emblem game. Because it's been a while since I last played a Fire Emblem. A year to be exact. And, yeah. I just want to play one. But I don't know which one. I mean, if I were to do a poll, it would probably just have, like, Fire Emblem 6. I do have a, like, physical copy of it that has been translated. I'm so happy to have it. But yeah, Fire Emblem 6, Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valencia, or Fire Emblem Three Houses. Who am I kidding? If I did a poll, Three Houses will win soundly, but you never know. You never know. I've been surprised by some poll results in the past. But yeah, Fire Emblem whatever will be starting up after Colony Wars. Yeah. So that's all I got. Awkward ending is awkward. So yeah, just to go over everything again. We got spooky games coming up this month, including a big old multiplayer event. Oh, and like I know with some of these games there will be a cap on like how many people can play. That's why there will be sort of like a rotation thing going on. So, you know, like for example, if Left 4 Dead gets chosen, then depending on how many people who are interested in playing Left 4 Dead, if like when a second or possibly a third, I don't know, Left 4 Dead maps can get pretty long, but like for any subsequent Left 4 Dead campaigns, there would be like a rotation of people to come in. So, you know, just to keep things nice and fair. But yeah, spooky games, spooky multiplayer event, spooky movies, spooky video, LPs, things coming up, and yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching this here rambly update. And I will see you all next time. Hopefully I did not forget anything. No, we're good. Alright, goodbye.